Yo, it's your boy Deezy, man. You already know it's not about the setback. It's about the get back. I want to appreciate everyone that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, and that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. Shout out to all y'all that be rocking with SBGB TV. You know, I appreciate all of y'all, and that's a fact. If you haven't already smashed that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. All that good stuff. Man, I appreciate all of y'all. This is a fact. Hey, listen, man. You got to understand, right? It's a lot of different type of individuals in the world, right? And you don't know who you can run across. You don't know who. You hear me? You don't know what type of individual is what, is who. A lot of these jokers, they be playing. They be playing a dirty game. But they think they the only ones that can play the game. Huh? You know, niggas say he reached out and tapped Deezy on the shoulder. That's what the niggas say. Hey, listen. Hey, WACK, and I ain't one of them, bro. You hear me? One thing about me, right? I'm a thinker. You hear me? And I'm smarter than you. You don't understand that yet. Well, maybe you might not. I'm a certified thinker. And I play the game accordingly. You hear me? Niggas want to play? We can play. You hear me? But I'm just playing the game a little different. You gotta pay attention, boy. This your boy Deezy, man. And we gonna keep going in non-stop. WACK, you already know what it is, man. I ain't playing no games. Yeah. Now, y'all know how your boy Deezy do. He go hard in the paint. I break it down consistently so that every individual can understand, right? Now, we reached out to WACK Pop. Oh yeah, Pastor Jones. And we got an interview with him, right? Pastor Jones was willing to give us an interview, right? It was a good interview. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie. It was a good one. We sat down, had some good dialogue. And that's facts. And I'm gonna play it for everybody tonight. You know, we gonna sit on here, we gonna rap. Y'all remember WACK Pop was just on No Jumper. Straight up. Y'all remember WACK Pop was just on No Jumper. You know, he ain't know why he was there, right? WACK wanted him to validate some things. And I guess, you know, WACK got his point across. I don't know. To show that he was a goofy. That you ain't really like that. You know, you look for different people to manipulate. You know, you want to look like something. You manipulate people. You ain't pulling up on nothing. You ain't putting your own work in. You a manipulator. You a liar. You a dirtbag. Straight up. You one of them type of individuals, bro. But you gotta understand, bro. That shit you be talking to them niggas on Clubhouse and shit, that shit real goofy, bro. You a goofy. Ain't nobody ever gonna reach out and touch Deezy. I want you to understand that. Now, I keep telling you, right? That shit that you do on the internet with these people and shit like that, you do it with the people that you feel is weak. If you run into a strong, solid individual, you don't know what to do. You're confused. You looking for people to validate you, to assist you, to help you manipulate. You ain't going at shit head on. And I know this for a fact because I see how you operate. You ain't going at nothing head on. You ain't pulling up on nothing. You ain't putting in no work. All you doing is manipulating other people to validate some BS. But I'm going to tell you, man, we got in touch with your pop. You know, we had a good interview with Pop. You know, we sat down with Pop. We had a good interview. You know, and I'm glad for the people to hear this tonight. You know, people that rock with SBGB TV. You know, I'm glad for y'all to hear this. And we're going to go over some of the interview when WACK had his pop up there versus the interview with SBGB TV, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Deezy, man. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Yeah. And I told y'all, right? WACK is Fufafi. He Fufafi, man. Running around manipulating gang members. That's all you doing, man. That shit don't fly across the world, bro. Straight up. That shit do not fly across the world at all, bro. Hell no. You got them people out there that you manipulating, I guess, confused. I know the real ones out there know what type of individual you are, right? But I'm a smart individual, WACK. And I'm sure you can see that. You hear me? I'm a very, very, very smart individual. And I play the game different, bro. Yeah. You know how niggas running around extorting shit and that type of shit? And I ain't going for none of that shit. That shit that, you know, y'all goofy niggas be doing, the goofy ones that do that shit out there, and that shit don't fly with everybody. The right individual ain't going for it at all. Huh? Straight up. Real recognize real. You hear me? Real recognize real. And we done stomped around this bitch. Y'all know it, man. We done stomped around this bitch, man. Shook the table up. Gave so many people the courage. And you know, Deezy is real versatile. For the ones that don't know, right? Real versatile. I'm versatile. I'm like versatile. I know how to step in different areas. I know how to talk to different people. I know how to turn on what needs to be turned on. Straight up. I'm just keeping it a buck. Appreciate that, JR. Oh, yeah, he gonna be hot. Damn right he gonna be hot. Nigga done got to his pop. Yeah, and they had a good conversation with him. Real rap. WACK talking about you reaching out, touching people. Bro. Hey, bro. Bro, you gotta stop that shit, WACK. You really gotta stop that, bro. That act you be putting on, I know it's Fufafi, nigga. You gotta stop it, though. You acting, bro. You on the internet acting. You acting. You want to be this gangster character so bad. Why? So niggas can respect you. You can't be yourself and get respect? Is that what you saying, Wack? You can't be yourself and get respect. You gotta portray this image. It's the jungle you come from, huh? You come from the fake jungle. Straight up. That's what it is. Ain't nobody heard about Wack doing anything solo. It's always Wack manipulated this nigga to do this. And I'm telling you, we different around here, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. We different. You know, we solid around here. Damn right. We real solid around here. And it's, you know, the real ones. You know, the Fufafi people try to come around here, right? But they always run themselves off. They always do. You know, they might try to act and be a certain way, but they always run themselves off. They don't last long around here. Hell no. Not at all. I wanted to tell y'all the other day that we was about to pull this off, right? But I couldn't tell y'all. But I did throw the hint out there that we was working on something. I said that. I don't know if y'all caught it. I'm like, yo, we working on something. We working on something, right? It landed. You hear me? You hear me? The eagle landed. Damn right it landed. Yeah. We play a different game, man. Niggas be real fufafi. You know. I don't know how people allowed this fufafi ass nigga for so long to do certain things and they ain't do the same thing back. You know, Wack is known for trying to reach out to somebody else's people to get them, you know, for content. He known this shit. You know, you see how he do with everybody. He trying to do it with Max B, and he sent him to, you know, Vlad, and, you know, he want to get Adam. He known for doing this shit. This what he known for doing. Hey, Wack, I can play that game too, nigga. You hear me? I can play that game. Ain't right. You hear me? If anybody ever in life reach out and touch me, I'ma crash out, nigga. I want you to understand that. Anybody in life ever reach out and touch me, nigga, I'ma crash out. Yeah. That shit don't work with me, nigga. That's that persona that you put on for the niggas on Clubhouse. That's the shit you do for them. You want to, you know, make it look like you this and make it look like you that, and, you know, yeah. You whispering in niggas' ears. Yo, I had somebody whisper in your ear. Hold up, nigga. Come on, bro. The shit you do is so corny, nigga. But I know I can play the game better than you. I know this. Real shit. I can play the game way better than you because I'm smarter than you. I'm just keeping it real. Ain't no following ass nigga ever been smarter than me, nigga. And you infiltrated niggas by being a follower. That's how you infiltrated. By being a straight follower. On Paru, nigga. You hear me? On Paru. Ain't that shit you holler, right? Ain't that what you holler, right? On Paru. It's how you infiltrate niggas. By being a follower. Nigga, hold up, nigga. We playing a different game though, my man. You hear me? I'm just keeping it a buck. And we about to play the interview. Ready to let y'all hear Pop talk, man. I'm gonna let y'all hear Pop talk, man. Hey, WACK. Come on, man, this Deezy, nigga. You think I talk like this and I don't really come from this shit? Huh? Come on, man. Hey, listen. Hey. Grimy. Dirty. Huh? Looking for them fuckboys to do these niggas dirty. Huh? Play tough, I dare you. Huh? Hey, WACK. You ain't gonna like this one, dude, WACK. Yeah, you ain't gonna like it, WACK. You ain't gonna like it. This nigga Deezy the... Huh? Oh, yeah. You ready to cuss Pop out. Man, this nigga talking to my op. Hey, WACK. You gonna be hot. This nigga talking to my op. Man, this nigga was never there for me. And now he talking to my op. Hey, my nigga, man. It's gonna be alright though, WACK. Straight up. But, hey, WACK. Being honest though, bro. You've been doing the right thing by being quiet. I ain't even gonna hold you. Cause you don't want to go back and forth with me. You know that. You don't want to say nothing. You don't want the people to come look at how I deliver this shit. You don't want that. I know you don't want that, WACK. I know. I ain't the little niggas on Clubhouse that you get to flip. And then, all right, y'all on my team. Come on. All right. After you flip them, you bring them on your team. And now they your mans in them. Yo, this is my guy. Yeah. This the part of my team, right? These the niggas decorated on the wall. Yeah. I ain't one of them, WACK. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah. Operation different. Block nigga. Yeah. Play the game a little different. You know. Shout out to R&B though. You hear me? Baby girl. Shout out to my baby R&B. Straight up. I appreciate you, R&B, for having that nigga calling me. You hear me? I really appreciate R&B for having WACK contact me. WACK ain't know who I was. That nigga ain't know. Nigga, I've been getting money for a long time. He ain't know that. He ain't know what type of individual I was. He ain't know I was smart. He ain't know I was business. He ain't know how I operated. Straight up. He thought I was one of them other niggas. He like, man, shit. I got this. That nigga talking about my diaper company. He talking about this. Let me call it. Straight up. Huh? I know, you know, WACK got some of you niggas confused. And it's all good. You know, I know. Nigga, big dog. Nigga, I'm putting this shit up here, right? That I'm about to put up here, right? And ain't nobody ever done it. Nobody. Ain't nobody done it. Hold up. I'm gonna put the nigga Pop on the screen. Yeah. With an interview from Deezy. The nigga that's made the entire internet start going in on this nigga. Now I got his Pop up on the screen. Huh? Now I got his fucking Pop up on the screen. A nigga that
first
made the
what's your name,
entire
sir?
internet.
I'm Robert Lee Jones Jr.
Go at the nigga.
But everybody called me Pastor Jones.
You hear me? Come on now. better understand, man. I'm playing a different game. That's what you gotta understand. I'm playing a different game, man. Hey, WACK. You know what it is, man. You Fufafi, bro. I know you Fufafi. And by time I get done going in, everybody gonna know you Fufafi, nigga. Straight up. I know you Fufafi. And by the time I get done going in, everybody gonna know you Fufafi, bro. Straight up. You hear me? By the time I get done, nigga, the whole world, that gangster image, we don't get down and meet me at this address. See, niggas didn't understand how to play your game. Nah, you can't play WACK game with that gangster shit. He gonna send you to jail, nigga. I keep telling you niggas. You gotta play WACK's game exactly how he's playing the game. This is what people don't understand. That tough shit that WACK doing, you don't respond like that. Negative, my guy. That ain't how you respond to WACK. Because that shit he doing is a facade. It's a facade. Everybody seen the times that he got into it with some black niggas. It didn't go his way. Everybody has seen every time that WACK100 has got into it with black people, it didn't go his way. Never. Especially with that gangster shit. We all seen it. We gotta get down. He don't feed me, cuz. We gotta get down. We gotta get down. He don't feed me. We all seen that shit. Everybody. You hear me? Appreciate the super chat. Pastor Joan on that Summer Jam screen right now. Facts. You hear me? We all seen it. Straight up. Just keeping it a buck.
Okay, Pastor.
Just keeping it a buck. We all seen it. The last time we seen WACK acting like he liked that, he was waking up, running around, hiding, ducking. Yeah, I had to think. Nigga, you ain't blowing nothing. Nigga, you just carrying a pistol around to scare niggas. That's all you doing, nigga. You just carrying a pistol around to scare niggas. A manipulation tactic. Come on now. It ain't on record nowhere of WACK clapping anybody. Nowhere. There's no record in the world that shows that WACK clapped anybody. And that's a fact. He know it. Y'all know it. We know it. But he running around acting like he on that. Straight up. WACK running around acting like he on that. He like that. Man, he got a lot of people fooled. Straight up. He had a lot of people fooled. And I've been exposing this nigga. I ain't stopping. You hear me? I ain't stopping. Man, we got WACK Dad. You hear me? We got Wack Dad, nigga. We got Pastor Jones to do an interview. Come on now. Hey, Wack. That old tap somebody on the shoulder. Boy, you better stop playing with me, boy. You hear me? You better stop playing with me. You hear me? That shit you talking to these niggas, you better cut that shit out, boy. You hear me? You better cut that shit out, boy. I ain't one of them, nigga. Straight up. I ain't one of them. Real recognized real, man. Shout out to everybody that rock with SBGB TV, man. Straight up. The real ones. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Smash that like button if you haven't already hit that like button. Become a member. It's pinned at the top of the chat. It's only $3.99. Light work. Man, it's your boy Deezy in the building. Yeah. We about to play this joint though. You know what I'm saying? We about to play this joint. It was a good interview. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. It was a good interview. Yeah, it was a good interview. Facts. But we got Wack Pop, nigga. Hey, Wack, we went and got your dad, nigga, and did an interview with him. That's gangster, nigga. You hear me? That's gangster. Cause Wack always acting like, you know, he want to reach out and get this person and that person to do the interview, and yeah, I can get in contact with this person and that person, and I could do this and I could do that and all that shit. This Wack though, corny nigga. Man, you can look at Wack and tell he's a corny dude. You can look at it straight up. His whole mannerisms. Nigga corny. You pick and choose though. I do know that. You pick and choose. But this what niggas gotta understand. If you really on that, you have to revert and play the game Wack's way. You can't really be on that with Wack because he gonna send you to jail. This what people gotta understand. You cannot play Wack's game with no gangster shit. You are going to go to jail. You gotta play his game his way. This how the nigga playing. You hear me? Smash that like button, that subscribe button, man. Let's get into this joint, man. I'm gonna let you know y'all hear Wack Pop, man. You know, Deezy in the building, man. Shout out to all y'all, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all that rock with SBGB TV. And that's a fact, man. Hey, Wack, man, you a pee-wee nigga, bro. Straight up. You just found your way around people in the industry and manipulate niggas. You a pee-wee nigga, bro. Straight up. You a pee-wee nigga. You just found your way to manipulate niggas. You ain't got no real talent, nigga. You ain't putting in your own work. None of that, nigga. You don't put in your own work. You find people to manipulate. Straight up. But your day gonna come. And we gonna go hard in the paint until it comes. And that's a fact. But shout out to y'all, man. Let's get into this joint, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Appreciate y'all. Jones, and where you first? What's your name, sir?
Robert Lee Jones Jr. But everybody called me Pastor Jones.
Okay, Pastor Jones. And where you from? Where you grow up at?
Pacoima, San Fernando Valley.
And you were born in California?
No, I was born in Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay, and then you moved to California when?
I was 4 years old.
Okay.
around 1956.
And how old are you currently?
I will be 74 years old on Wednesday, December the 10th.
So that's 2 days away.
2 days away.
Okay, happy early birthday to you.
Yeah, thank you.
And you grew up in Pacoima all your life?
Yeah, the majority of it. Yeah, Pacoima, in that area.
Can you tell us what it's like growing up in Pacoima?
Well, growing up in Pacoima, during my time of growing up, most other people, we were the first generation to grow up out of the South. Most of us was born Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama. So we was somewhat of a mixture of Southern and city, I guess. My parents came from out of the woods, out of the country.
Okay. And growing up in Pacoima, was it anything like growing up hard in the streets in Pacoima?
No.
So
No, not.
Pacoima's particularly like it was a decent area.
Yeah, some pretty much we wasn't really concerned about being shot, or there wasn't no gangs. There wasn't no, what you call it, Pyru, Crips, and none of that. With us growing up, if somebody said cuz, that was a cousin. Somebody said blood, that was just black. So no.
Were you into the streets growing up in Pacoima at all? Like,
not with my mother.
okay, you had strict parents.
Yeah. They everybody, most of us had those type of parents. Those type of parents. For instance, everybody knew when the street lights came on, you had to go home. So no matter what you was doing, it's time to go. The street light told you to go home.
Okay. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, it was like an epidemic of, drugs everywhere.
Yeah.
Did you ever get caught up in that era?
20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
So, do you mind telling us how you got caught up in that era for 20 years?
Well, I started off, I was just a little weed smoker. I liked weed. And I was a car salesman. And so I've always done things. I never really did things on a small level. So for me, I don't like looking for stuff. I'm gonna try to make it short. I didn't like looking for stuff, and so I would buy me a pound for my personal use, not to sell. But of course, when cousins and friends and stuff came over, everybody wanted to buy something, which I wasn't too quick to sell anything. But I did have a cousin, and we went in. I would go in on a key, and we would split the key. Key was 2.3. Afterward, but being a car salesman, you know what's on car lots, right?
Yeah.
Mex- Mexicans, Cubans, and Colombians. That's who's on car lots. We was all young in our 20s, early 20s, and whatever. And and so I asked them, and the next thing I know, I was in business. Next thing I knew, I was selling. I was selling what 30, 30 kilos in the morning and 30 kilos at night every day. I'm selling 60 a day, and I was just among friends. But
So
mhm.
how much would that be in pounds, saying as you selling 30 kilos in the morning and 30
Okay,
kilos in
well
the evening?
yeah, well that would be times two. A key would be 2.3 or so, over 2 pounds. But I was just doing it so that I can get a pound, get get my pound cheap. But then it started out like that. Once it got to that, then of course I decided it would be a good business.
So you saying that you would sell the marijuana for other people so that you can get a pound for your personal use?
No, well at that point I was selling for money. I was selling for the money at that particular time. So
Okay.
so
Appreciate
um,
that.
I ended up in business. I ended up in business. The Mexican guy seeing we was good with it, and I was running him a little bit too hard, and so the next thing I know, he brought me a big sack with 30 kilos in it, and told me to call me when I got his dinero. So that's what we did.
And how much dinero would you make off of 30 keys each time?
Uh, each time, let's say 15 times 30, because I didn't I wasn't a seller or somebody that you can just come to. I did. I would get 10 friends, 10 people that I grew up with, old kindergarten buddies, people that I grew up with that was characterized somewhat like myself, and each of them had about 10 friends. 10 times 10 is 100. Is 100. I was able to service 10 people, 10 people, 100 people, and all I ever seen was 10.
So how much money would you say you made each time you did it?
Mm. About anywhere between probably about 600, about 650, somewhere around in there.
Okay, so you would make $650 in the morning and $650 in the evening.
Yeah,
Okay, how long did you do that for?
I did that till I got in trouble in Louisiana. That was about a year, and they kept trying to get me to switch over to that white powder, and I wasn't too quick with that. I told them we'll do bring me the Malta. Me and the Malta's good business, and so
Okay,
yeah,
so they tried to get you to start messing with the powder,
yeah,
and you never got into that.
yeah. I did
Did you sell or use?
both. I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't use at first. I didn't use at first, but I did a lot of night running.
so what led you to using?
Uh, a number of things can lead you to using. A lot of things, such as a lot of the environment. But I was dealing with people that had things that was private type of people, uh, in a higher market. I never sold like 20s. The first time I saw powder cocaine. First time I saw it, they bought me a quarter pound, I think, 4 ounces. And they said, and they wanted to know that would uh to see what I can do with it.
Okay, and were you able to handle it?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I was able to handle it.
and that dealing with those, quarter pounds, is that what led you to
Oh no,
indulging
I
in
can.
it?
Oh no, I can deal with any. I could do any amount. It didn't matter. It wasn't just that. That was the first time I saw it. But no, it was. No, it wasn't that. I went for quite a while without even touching, not even touching. But eventually, it depends on who the person is. You know, such as the Bible. When I started trying to figure out, as the Bible say in Psalms 1, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, or sitteth in the seat of the scornful, or standeth in the way of sinners. Well, I was in the midst. Uh, I would tell. I often tell people that you can't have a chicken farm and raise chickens without stepping in chicken mess. You're gonna get something on your feet. That's the reason why the farmers wear those high rubber boots.
Okay.
So
And like, how long was it for you that you sold until you started to use?
probably a couple of years, 2 or 3 years.
Okay. And you said 20 years involved. So you say 2 or 3 years of selling. So you say about 17 years of using.
Yeah, I'd say about 17. I might even say 20. I, you know, when I go back, and it was probably about probably about 20 years.
Was it preferably um, powder or hard that you
Hard,
preferred to use?
hard.
Okay. And they usually say, like, when people indulge in hard, they're looking for that initial high as they continue to indulge. Appreciate that.
Of
Was that
course.
for you?
I don't know what I was looking for, brother.
Okay,
It's an illusion.
got you.
It's all an illusion.
And you were blessed to overcome that,
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't overcome it and they get caught in it for
Well,
a long
well,
time.
I was blessed to the point. I was blessed to the point that my original background. You see, I if I can, I will interpret another scripture that says, to train a child the way it should go when it's young, and when it's old, it won't depart. My background, and my upbringing, and my people, from where I came from, helped me to overcome. I was never satisfied. I was never satisfied with where I was. I spent time and time again off and then back on, off and back on. And so if you're raised a certain way, as it said, train him as he should go. You see, that scripture never says that the child won't stray. It simply says training, so that you will put something in that child, that you'll put something in it, that when he go astray, he can find his way back to the home highway. And, you have to understand, I was a mandatory church and Sunday school guy at 12 years old. At 12 years old, I was teaching Sunday school.
Okay.
So, I had a word, I had instructions in me. And when once you get weary enough, you go to these meetings, meetings that tell you, well, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll quit.
Yeah. And how old was you when you finally came to the realization that you didn't need this anymore?
About 41.
41?
Yeah, about 41. I'm going on now 32 years clean.
That's good.
Yeah, 32 years clean. And I'm clean enough. I don't want nothing. I don't want a light beer. And to tell you the truth, a light beer is cleaner than LA drinking water. I don't want that. As far as, people may ask me, and I'll tell them, brother or sister, I have had enough buzzes to last me a lifetime. I know what a buzz feel like. If I want to get myself high, I can get myself high through my mind, because I know, but I don't want that. But I know, and I don't have to, because I know who the controller is. I know who God gave me to.
Appreciate that.
God gave me to me, and it's up to me. And to anybody else, it's up to them. It ain't up to nobody else. God gave me to me. And because he gave me to me, it's up to me. And from the beginning, he says what? If you know scripture, he says what? I give you what? Charge or dominion over everything. So and everything means over this life. So it's up to me. I can accomplish, I can get by his power, whatever and anything that I want.
Okay. And did you have children while you was going through the phases that you went through?
Yeah, I had children.
How many kids do you have?
I fathered 4.
Okay. And did you raise all your children?
I was always there around them, but no, I can't say I raised them, but I was always there. I talked to them, and before I got into whatever, I instilled what they would need to survive.
Okay. Well, that's good. Okay. I seen that you were on a podcast, and it's called. Yeah, I seen you on a podcast called No Jumper.
Oh, okay.
And I seen you on the podcast, and you were on there with a few individuals.
Yeah.
And
4 of us.
Yeah. What was the reason for you going on the podcast?
What was the reason that I went to that podcast?
Yes.
But my son asked me,
Okay. And your son is
Cash,
Cash.
Cash, yeah, Cash.
And you named your son Cash?
Only child I named
Okay. And what um made you pick the name Cash?
because I was in the money. His middle name and my name. His middle name is my mother's maiden name. Is my mother's maiden name and my last name. So so my mother's maiden name and my father and my last name breeding together is what created me. And at the time I was in the money. So I named him Cash and I said that every time he hear his name, it's going to remind him of who he need and what he need some cash. So I said now I done made cash, and now all we need is some money.
Okay. And Cash brought you to No Jumper. Was you surprised for him to bring you to No Jumper?
No, I'm never surprised at anything my kids do. He asked me. He asked me just like the lady asked me, would I be on this uh, podcast? And I agreed, no problem.
Okay. And you have how many sons?
I fathered three, one deceased.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And would you say your son Cash is the son that you more favor?
No, I love all my children. No.
Okay. And did they grow up in Pacoima?
Yeah.
So they haven't grew up in any gangs or anything in Pacoima? Because you said there wasn't any gangs in Pacoima.
I said it wasn't gangs in Pacoima when I was growing up.
Okay. So they might have grew up in a gang?
They got that affiliation. If
Okay.
you and if you know Cash or you heard of Cash or whichever one of those people that you would pick out that would have been my son on there, if you ever listen to them or know that, then you would know exactly who and what he is and what he grew up in. You know which one was Cash?
Was it the
I
guy?
call my son Cash. Y'all call him something different. Which one would have been my son?
The guy that was sitting next to you that
Mm-hmm.
you had communication with,
Mm-hmm.
and he was, when I seen him on there, he was saying that at one point you were around him and you guys were in a car together one time, and he had a strap firearm with him, and he said American Express.
You don't leave home without it.
Yeah, and I heard you
Okay.
say that, and that was catchy. So I said that was something to really say to your father. And how old was he then?
About 13 or 14.
As a kid, was he ever arrested?
Yeah, you don't know his story?
No, that's why I'm talking to you.
No, well, yeah, well, he said on that podcast, he said that he was one of the youngest people to ever hit the penitentiary, the male penitentiary. They tried him as an adult when he was 15 or 16.
And how was the first time he went to prison?
No, I don't know. Well, he went. He went to the state prison at 16.
As a juvenile.
No.
Yeah, 16, he's a juvenile. So he went to the state
Well,
prison.
yeah, okay. If you want to do it by age, yeah.
But they charged him as an adult.
Yeah, he was tried as an adult. He took the sentence as an adult. But do we want to talk about Cash or do we want to talk about me?
We're going to talk about both of you.
Yeah, well, I don't really talk or expose him, but even though he didn't told his whole story.
Yeah, that's why I asked you as well. I know, I'm sure he's going to tell his story because he does talk a lot.
Well, let me tell you, because he didn't told this story. He didn't told this story. The first 5 years of his life, his mother said she was not, that I was not going to put another one on her, that she was going to have him because she really didn't want to have him, baby. She was going to have him, but I was going to take care of him. I was going to know when he cried. I was going to know when he need changing. I was going to know what his cries and whatever meant. So I said, give him here. So when he was born as an infant, he rode with me. He rode with me and my right-hand man, my partner. I put him in the baby seat. I put two diapers on him. One to catch the mess and the other one to hold the mess in between. So his first 5 years, and I was around people that sold, because that's what I was doing. I was taking it to them. And they had high, I guess I can call them high-end entertaining customers, which I'm not at liberty to say their name. Them, almost anybody that you could name, and that was his first 5 years. He was smart. He's always been smart. The boy got straight A's. He was one heck of an athlete. I believe he was like that because he had two older brothers, and he always ran with them, and so he did things to keep up with them. He ran fast and whatever. When he played Pop Warner football, I named him Break Master, and people was looking at him. Scouts and stuff was looking at him. Even when he was young, they was looking at him. But he chose another route, and that's the route he went. But he also told me once, he said, "Daddy, I'm going to always get A's. I never seen a person cry over a B or a B plus, but he would cry because he got a B. He wanted A's. He wanted A's. So he was always pretty smart. Boy, when he was in the 5th grade, they called us to the school and said, "Mr. Jones, we want to send him to junior high because he have already got A's in all of our 6th grade subjects." So he skipped right over, and he's always been smart, and he's always been smart and intelligent. I believe he speaks well. I don't listen to, because I don't know when podcasts and different stuff comes on, so I don't really listen to him. But people, young people are always telling me about him. Some like him, some hate him. that's probably about, you know, we don't we I guess we're all right with each other most of the time, but he's probably, I don't know, he might be a little upset or something with me because I didn't live up to being the father that I should have. But there's nothing I can do about that now, is it?
Correct.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to know about Cash?
Um,
That's I know you guys know them as, what is it, WACK 100?
yes.
Yeah, that's
So you
yeah,
said that.
my baby. That's my youngest son. That's my youngest child, period.
Okay, you said that you was there around and you would speak to him, but you didn't raise him.
Well,
Who
I
raised him?
raised I raised him, but I didn't raise him in the content that I should have raised him. He ain't never had another father but me. His mama ain't never been married to nobody but me. And
It was a guy by the name of G Mac. He said that his uncle was the one that raised Cash.
well, G Matt is a liar.
Okay, so his
Yeah,
uncle didn't raise Cash at all.
who uncle?
G Mac. He said his uncle, somebody that was in Pacoima, and I guess he was big time in Pacoima, and he said that he came up with Cash, and the uncle had raised him, and he looked out for him, and he took him in.
No, no, G Mac. That I had a friend that lived next door, but it wasn't no G Mac. I don't know. Look, I just about knew all of their friends, but I knew them as a baby and as they grew up. When if one tell me, give me a name like that, they have to give me that. Oh, Pop, you know who G Mac is. G Mac is Leonard so and so, Bill so and so. I don't know G Mac. I
Okay.
don't know G Mac. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know WACK 100 if except for he belonged to me.
Okay. And
People,
as a kid, right? Um, what was he arrested for?
I don't know. I don't know. I was probably in prison when he was arrested.
Okay. Because it was stories flying around that he was arrested for firing a BB gun at someone. And I wondered if you knew if that story was true or if it was something else.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not at liberty to give Cash's story. I'm at liberty to give mine, but I can't. I mean, I guess I know probably more of some things or some stuff about him as anybody would know, but I'm not at liberty to tell his story. Number one, I didn't consult him. Say, hey, son, hey, man, look, check this out. I'm gonna be on this broadcast, and if your name comes up, I'm not at liberty to tell this story. That's my son. That's my baby boy. I love him. I love him, and everybody, most people knows his story.
Did y'all spend Thanksgiving together?
No, not this time. We normally do every year. That's when our family get together. Everybody, that's when we get together. Uh, they they did prepare the dressing, and it was good. They
Okay.
prepared the dressing because that's what they was going to bring. We do potluck, So they prepared the dressing, but he had some business. He had some business. I think he was taking care of Ray J.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you talk to him and R&B often?
No.
Okay. Uh, when you went to No Jumper, you didn't say too much on No Jumper, and it looked like you really didn't even know why you was there.
Probably just my blank look, brother.
Okay, because you was like, man, I don't even know why I'm here. And then when you had a conversation, uh, he said to you that he was gonna put his hands on you as a child. I said, this is your father. Did you remember that?
Yeah.
What happened in that situation? Why would he want to put his hands on you?
No, he wasn't going to put his hands on me. He was going to protect himself from me doing whatever a father might do. It was just a situation. It was a situation. I told him that I needed to speak to him, and with him, I'm sure he had a lot of anger stored up in him, which was probably rightfully so. But he had that anger. He had the anger in him, and so he wanted. He said, "Tell him he can talk. That I can talk to him right now." Those was his people, and they ain't got no secret. I kept. Well, he kind of bagged me up, though. So what I told him, he got angry, and so angry people, once you lose your mind, your thoughts, angry people then want to do what they figure they can do. But I wouldn't go that way because, as we said on the No Jumper, I didn't go that way because I told him I know if I came out there and we would have got into it, I would kill him. I would have to kill him. And that's why I told him I didn't come out that fence. I'd kill you.
Was he always disrespectful?
No.
As a child, like the way he talks now is very like disrespectful.
No, he wasn't he haven't been always disrespectful. He was a loving, he matter of fact, I thought he was gonna be I thought he was going to be the closest to me because his first 5 years of his life he spent with me, and up until, so no.
So he just transformed as an adult. You didn't think that he would be like that, but as now he's just very, angry at everyone, and I don't know, is that because of his childhood? But he's just very angry towards everyone.
I don't think he's angry. I think I don't think he's angry. If his persona or whatever calls you in the way that he expresses, self, the way that he expresses self, that's him. Everybody have their own characteristic. Everybody have, yeah.
Did you take it as a kid, him being like a liar, like trying to manipulate situations to
You don't lie.
Benefit himself?
You don't lie. I ain't known him to be no liar.
So he's always been truthful with you?
As far as I know, he's been truthful with everybody. I don't know. But let me say this. let me say this. Would you like to know concerning my transformation from all of this stuff and the way I raised people and the people that came from me, out of me, and with me? Would you like to know how I ended up from being who and what I was to who I am and what I am now?
That's where we're gonna get to.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's what we're gonna get to. We wanted to hear a little bit of the front story, and then we could get to the back story, so we can understand how did you transition to become a pastor.
Yeah.
Well, because people have trauma in their life, and they go through different things, and they elevate from different things they go through, and it makes them the person that they are currently. Or some people don't elevate, but some do.
Yeah.
And from talking to you, I can see that you've definitely elevated into a different person than you were years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. But remember, I said I fathered four, but we've been on one, and the one that we've been on is the last one that came.
So tell us about the other kids.
The other one is good. My second son was murdered 20 years ago, almost 21 years.
Do they all have a relationship with each other?
Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
good.
Then I have the my three sons. My three sons is from my wife. Their mother. All of them have the same mother. My daughter, she have a different mother, but we love her.
Okay.
And 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 the truth about it, she might have came out a little better than the rest of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but she's a parole officer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, she
Law
that's
enforcement. That's good.
yeah.
She's trying to keep some people straight.
Yes, she's living. That's what she's doing. She maybe she is trying to keep some people straight because it's her job, but she's
Yeah.
living. Yeah.
Okay. And when did you become a pastor?
Been pastor now, practicing out, but probably a good 20, 20 or 30, 20 or so something years. Quite a few years. Quite a few years. I used to the pastor that ordained me, he had to convince me that I was a pastor because I served in the park over at Handsome Dam. I don't know whether or not you know where Handsome Dam is, but I served over there for about 5 or 6 years. And he told me, I said, because he wanted to ordain me, I told him, I don't need to be ordained to do this. He said, you're a pastor. You need to be ordained as a pastor. He told me I was a pastor, and so, and he said, you the pastor over in this park because these people don't have no other pastor but you. So I took that, but the truth about the matter is, I felt and knew that calling was on me probably when I was around 6 or 7.
Okay.
I was young, but I felt it. I always knew it. But as I got older, I said as I got older, and when I knew I was called, and I decided finally, because in 1976, Spirit gave me the title of the church, which is Universal Church of God in Action, because I serve a God of the universe, and I don't serve a do nothing God. I serve a God of action, and so that's what we're trying to get instilled in this church: God in action. So I'd probably say that uh, the church itself came in 1976, and that was before I did got caught up. So I figured I got caught up, and God allowed me, even being caught up through all the danger, through everything I went through. He preserved me, but he never took the desire to serve him.
So you've been delivered.
Yeah, well, if you want to call it delivered, yeah. The only thing that I had to get delivered from was those drugs. You want to call it delivered?
And for you to get delivered from them, you feel like it was mostly God that gave you the guidance to change your life around?
It's always God, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
Even with those that fail to admit it. You know, sometimes people can ask themselves, why is it that bullet went right past me and I heard it going past my ear and it hit this person? See, why is it that this person, that somebody over here failed? I know a bunch of my people that I grew up with that was living a better life than me. They're gone. But I personally asked God. I said, Lord, why me? Why would you have called me to be a pastor with that kind of responsibility when I didn't even deal with my responsibility with my family, with my wife, with my children? Why me? And I also told him, Lord, I don't know nothing about being no pastor. The Spirit told me, as far as that goes, Spirit said, God says, don't worry about that. He knows. So he knows what type of, how he want his church, how he want things done. So.
What was your turning point? Whereas though you said, this is enough, enough.
Okay, my turning point was I was in and out of jail, in and out of prison, and not for things that I was doing, like getting caught up stealing and all of that kind of stuff, just parole violation. I could not seem to keep my lips off of that glass, but see, every time I go back, you see, prison, there is no rehabilitation. There is no rehabilitation in prison. The rehabilitation is the time that it gives you to yourself to think. Well, like I said, the way I was raised, I had things to help me think. So that last term I did, which I was an N number, narcotic number. I was an N number. So the last term I did, and I kept, every time I went, I did more time. Last time I did 14, I think 14 or so months. And I made up my mind that was it. That was it. And That was it.
How many times have you been incarcerated?
I don't know. I know I know from that one thing it was like took me 7 years to get off that number.
The
But
longest
the last time it was a piece of cake. I can't count how many times I've been incarcerated from. Um, Most of it was county time.
the longest time you did in jail was the 14 months?
Yep, yep.
Was that the hardest?
No, that was the easiest.
What time was the hardest?
All the other times.
Missing your family and, you know,
Well, I
going.
missed them then. I missed everything then. The reason why the 14 months was the easiest time was because I was set free. It was the easiest. It was the easiest time because I knew it was I was finished. It was over. I didn't have to come back no more. I wasn't going to come back no more, and I felt that. You know, I'm sure you do. I don't know. I don't know what might be plaguing you now, but but there's people that never been to prison that's not free.
Correct.
Okay, but once I once once I regained control of myself, it was easy. It was easy to wake up behind those walls. Let's face it, I wasn't a lifer. They're gonna let me go sometime. Whenever they're gonna let me go, I'll just be. They open the gate to freer expansion. I can go beyond this stuff that they set up. I can go beyond. I can go visit my grandma. I can go where Cousins is in Michigan, and I can go beyond.
What would you say to people that are caught in an addiction to give them some advice to understand, how to overcome it?
Well, give them advice as to how to overcome it.
Yes.
Oh, it's kind of hard. You know why it's hard? The reason why it's hard is because to to tell somebody and to get them to the point that they have to get to take control of themselves. Watch. Let me give you one example. I constantly tell people, and I preach this. I tell people, just like we're talking now, right? You, Dizzy, you don't see me. You'll never see me. Why? Why? Because I'm body and spirit. The body is nothing but a vehicle. You can't see the spirit that's driving the body. Why? It's a spirit. You can't see that. I'm identified by my vehicle that I operate in. The body's nothing but what? An organic vehicle. So the inner you, the true you, the body was made for the spirit, not the spirit for the body. How do you get a person to understand that? And they're caught up.
Somebody has to understand that on their own. It's hard to
That's
teach
what I'm
somebody.
telling you. That's what I did. I understand this. I know who I am. I know what I am. I'm a man. And the man creature is made superior over all other creatures. So I tell people, I don't give myself to nothing and nobody. That means substance and nobody. I won't give myself to my wife.
How long you and your wife been together?
30 years.
And you said you still won't give yourself to her.
No, I won't give myself to her. She don't know what to do with me. I'm the one know what to do with me. I'm the one know what I want. I'm the one know what I'm feeling. But you know what I will do with my wife? You know what I give my wife?
Let us know.
I'll share me with my wife. We're in this life. We agreed to share our life together. So therefore, I ain't trying to control her. I ain't trying to make her do this. I'll share. It's good to share, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do. I share. I advise anybody to share. To share. My wife told me the other day that she has been the happiest. This has been the happiest part of her life. And she's not the mother of those kids.
And she's not the mother.
No. She got 6 kids of her own.
Okay.
Hey, Dizzy. I'm going to turn 74. She's 83.
Oh, that's good. 83.
Yeah, hey, man, look, when I was coming home, I told God, I said, Lord, you said that it's not good that man should be alone. Lord, give me all that I need to do this work. And he gave me, but see, with me being a man and her being 83 does not give her the right to rule over me.
Do you have any regrets?
About what?
Anything throughout your life that you might think about and say that you regret?
Regret, that's a harsh word, man. What do you mean by regret?
Something that you might experience throughout your life that you wish you didn't experience.
No. I'll tell you the reason why I don't have no regrets. Because everything that I have experienced, everything that I've been through, you know, is what makes me the person that I am today. It gives me understanding because it was an experience.
Correct.
Yeah, because it was an experience, it gives me this. Look, God couldn't use me to help another addict. What can I tell another addict? What can I tell him with understanding of concerning getting high or how or how to even begin coming out if I haven't had that experience? Why else did he allow me to have the experience and not die? It was a death-defying experience, right? I could have died. like a lot of other people did, but I didn't. So I used that. Which you, uh, if you were smart enough, or if you consider it, if you had one woman, you had one woman, and you experienced that woman, are you smart enough or wise enough to take your experience with that woman in order to enhance the experience with the next one? Most people won't do that. Most people, most people go right to the next one and try to mold someone. I ain't trying to mold nobody. I'm too busy molding my own self. I'm not
So,
I'm not done with me. Are you done with you?
not at all.
Okay. I like that. I like you not being done with yourself.
So, the experiences you experienced with your first wife, did it teach you how to, be a better man for your current wife?
Yeah, I believe it did. I believe it did, even though I don't do the things. Shoot, my first wife haven't experienced no addictions and stuff like that out of me. This wife didn't. And my first wife, my son's mother, I love that woman to death. I loved her. But let me tell you, when I married her the day after she turned 16. She was going to the 11th grade, and I was 17 years old. And I was going to the 12th grade. And I loved her, and she loved me. But, Brother Dizzy, that's what happens when you give yourself to something outside of yourself. It pulls you away from that which you really care, because it's the first thing it's going to pull you away from is you. And when you get pulled away from you, you're not going to be happy.
How long were y'all together?
Mm. We was together, let's say, I divorced her, but I planned that one. I thought I was teaching her a lesson. So I told her we was going to be separated for 3 years. And within those 3 years, we would get married again. If I ain't did nothing she couldn't accept, and if she ain't did nothing, I couldn't accept. So we separated for 3 years. We divorced. During that time, that was when we had our second son. During the time that separation, we had the second one, and we remarried, and we was together then about 20 some years then. So we was together all in all. We started, she was in the 8th grade, I was in the 9th grade. So
But y'all was in love though.
yeah. And we, I can't say that we're not in love today.
Do you still speak to her?
Sure, go see her once a month at least. but she's in a hospital. She's kind of incapacitated. But I make sure once a month. Once a month, me and my older son go and see her.
Okay, just you and him.
Yeah, just me and him together.
Okay,
I can't say what anybody else do.
got you.
I won't say what anybody else do. I won't say what they do. I won't say what they won't do. Uh, but I know what I do. I can only speak for myself.
Okay. We definitely appreciate you
Okay.
uh, letting us know a little bit about your life and
All right.
things that you went through.
Yeah.
And um, do you want to let the people know anything about your church, how your church
Sure.
goes?
Sure. Sure. We're located in Lancaster, in the Antelope Valley, at 45235 10th Street West. At 10th Street West, we are a God-fearing church, but I've been called, I believe now, to deliver my people. My people. You see that, right, Dizzy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my people. And I could have talked about that a little bit more, but but you see, we done been through so much, and it's not being addressed. When Jesus came to the Jews. He came to the Jews, and anybody could benefit from his teaching, but he was talking to the Jews. So God always sends a deliverer. He sends a deliverer. He sent Moses to deliver the Hebrews. And if I can deliver our people because it's not we're not being addressed, we can't even we're not even holding on to our women these days. Why? See why? Because we don't realize we get our women. We can marry a woman and we can have a woman. She could be in love with us, but when they wrecked us, they wrecked them right along with us. So we have to become man enough and uh, intelligent enough to bring them out of what they've been through. And I ain't talking about what they've been through yesterday or last week. I'm talking about what they've been through 200 and 300 years ago. We need to study that. We need to understand that. But I appreciate you allowing me to speak. I'm on Robert Jones. Robert Jones every Sunday. And anyone that's in the Antelope Valley, come see us. 45235 10th Street West.
We
Thank you.
appreciate you, my brother.
All right.
Yo, okay. We had Pastor Jones, WACK100's Pop on SBGB TV. Yeah. And it was a good interview. You know, great dialogue. Yeah. The pastor, let us know a few things. Couple things he held back on. We ain't pushing though. The interview was good. And we're gonna play in a minute when he was on No Jumper. Yeah. Hey, Wack. Come on, man. I'm different, bro. I'm different, Wack. You hear me? I sit down with your pop and have a conversation. You hear me? Yeah, it's the shit I be on. You know, all that tap you on the shoulder, that imaginary shit. I'm gonna sit down with your pop and have an interview. You know, you gonna be talking about, you gonna tap somebody on the shoulder and you gonna whisper in the ear and, you know, you gonna do all that shit. I'm gonna sit down with your pop, nigga. That's what I do. So I'm telling you, stop sending that shit out there on that goofy shit like you on that. You know? Cause I can match energy. You hear me? I can match energy. You know, I'm gonna play the game accordingly. That's the thing about me. You put me anywhere and I can adapt. Straight up. Wack don't got a relationship with Game, Snoop, or his pop. Not at all. Not at all. You put me anywhere and I adapt. You know. But the best thing for you to do, Wack, is just be quiet with me. It's the best thing for you to do with me. Let me talk my shit. You hear me? The best thing for you to do is to be quiet. I'm smarter than you, Wack. Trying to tell you. You hear me? And just take it easy before I make another move. You hear me? I want you to take it easy before I make another move. Yeah. Thinking about another move. You ain't gonna like this one. You hear me? Yeah. Thinking about another one. You ain't gonna like this one though. This one right here, you might really fall apart. Don't play with me, man. Straight up. Yeah. Wonder what the guys on Clubhouse gonna say to you now. Yeah, man, I don't talk about him. Don't say nothing about him. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the interview, today. So, for those who didn't see the interview, they can go back and just watch just the interview. I'm gonna drop the interview by itself so you can see it today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, RM, we might put that on the list. Yeah, we might put that on the list. Wack gonna fall apart. Yeah. Let's see what your exposer's gonna do. What the exposer's gonna do. Straight up. Let's see what the exposer's gonna do. Huh? What they gonna do, man? I know they watching. I know you watching too, Wack. I know you watching. Shout out to my girl R&B. You hear me? Shout out to my baby. R&B. Baby girl. We appreciate you, R&B. Big facts. You alright with me, baby. You hear me? I'm showing her though. That Wack ain't like that, man. I'm showing R&B. He not like that, baby. He been lying to you. You really don't got to be scared of it. I'm just being real. You got to play his game. Wack is playing with the law. This is how you handling R&B. I'm giving you game, baby. Wack is playing with the law. You got to play with him the same exact way. I guarantee you, all that cocky stuff he do to you, R&B, he'll stop. See, he installed fear in you. And you really don't understand how to handle him. He just installed a level of fear in you. He playing with the law. You got to play with the law too, and let him know anytime he get out of pocket, ask him, do we need to contact the law? Oh, do we need to do that? All that cocky shit, he ain't like that. LaPortia, appreciate you. Deezy, an evil genius in a good way. Appreciate you. R&B, giving you some game, baby. That's all you gotta do. That nigga working with the police, baby. Yeah, so he installed a level of fear in you to think that he gonna do something to you. He's not gonna do anything to you if you make sure you let him know, I'll contact the authorities. It's how you gotta handle a nigga like him. He gonna respect the hell out of you. He gonna treat you with a whole nother level of respect. Yeah. We do know this. You know, well, if you don't, now you gonna know. Police niggas and police, they known for putting their hands on their spouses. Straight up. They known for that shit. You know? Because they feel like they can get away. They feel like they can talk their way out of it. Their connections. Straight up. So, you got to understand that. You got to play his game. That's why I can play WACK's game way better than him. Way better. And I know it. You hear me? I move strategic and well calculated. I get that from Whip Wop. You hear me? I get that from Whip Wop. I move strategic and well calculated. Yeah. You know, and people got to understand, right? You got to be mindful about being out of bounds. Straight up. Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, WACK. Man, your lies is being exposed, bro. Straight up. Yeah, you ran into the right one. You ran into the right one, bro. You called me. And ever since you called me, after you and Loose Cannon beat Jay Reed and Marciano up out there, you've been getting exposed, bro. Straight up. Just being real. And we ain't gonna stop. Straight up. Foul individual. You a dirtball, WACK. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people fool. You know. And the worst thing you could have did was contact a nigga and call a nigga that you really don't know. That's one of the worst things you could do, WACK, is call somebody that you don't know and think you can run game. You've been so used to doing that shit on the internet That was like one of the worst things you could do. Cause you don't know me, Wack. You don't even know me, bro. You just used to the people that you ran into on Clubhouse. So you thought, man, I could do whatever on the internet. Yeah. That was the worst thing you did was call me, bro. It was a good thing for me. It was the worst thing you ever did for yourself. Because you done lost the control. And you ain't gonna never forget me, though. Straight up. This nigga that had my pop. Hold up. This nigga that had my pop. Like, hold up. Yeah. If you ever say anything like you did about you reaching out and touching me again, Wack, whispering in my ear, I'm gonna pull another move off. You ever do that again, if you ever feel that you want to say something stupid like that again, I'm gonna pull something else off on you. I'm gonna make sure it's good. Straight up. You know, one thing people gotta understand, right? A lot of these individuals that are like Wack, they get the confidence when they're able to catch people out of bounds. Straight up. Straight up. This is how they get the confidence. When they catch people out of bounds. This is what people got to understand. You know, you ain't always got to involve yourself with everybody else's shit. You know, I don't care who throwing a party, who invites you somewhere. You ain't always got to involve yourself with other people's shit. I stay in my lane. This is why I play the game different. Straight up. And we gonna play this joint. You wanna play? You hear me? You wanna play? See, I ain't even worried about the little niggas, you know, that say something about me. I ain't worried about them. And I know I'm smarter than them niggas. You hear me? I'm way smarter than them niggas. And I could play on a different level. But it don't do nothing for me to play with them. Yeah, it don't do nothing for my game to play with them. I'm gonna play where I can make some noise at. You hear me? Hey, Wack, I'm gonna play where I can make noise at, nigga. Yeah. I got another move, you know, that if you get cocky again, I'm gonna work on that move. Straight up. You get cocky again, I'm gonna work on the next move. Yeah. But we gonna go hard every single day until the world knows that you a snake, nigga. We want the world to know. This nigga here ain't no reason to be scared of a nigga like Wack. You just don't go out of bounds, you know. And what I noticed, right, you know, with the industry, right, and when people do certain things like these niggas be doing, like extorting and shit like that, is they know that certain people, you know, want to be in the light. They want to be reality stars. They want to be in the music business. And those areas that are the hubs for those things, these vulture type of niggas are surrounded around those areas, right? And we know in these certain cities, it's the hubs for these type of entertainment and music things, right? So these people that be so tough, they be in these areas and, you know, they prey on people, right? And this is how they're able to extort niggas, because they prey on the people in those areas that are coming to try to better themselves, right? You might be trying to find your way in a career because you want to be something, right? So you like, man, I want to be a reality star, you know, I want to be an actress, I want to be a musician, I want to be something. So you go to these areas that are the hubs for you to be able to get in the game. And these buster ass niggas, they sit around and plot on you. They say you got to check in. They say you can't come to their city unless you checking in with them, right? They running pressure. Old bum niggas with no talent, right? But you know, when they can't, you know, handle you like that because you don't have to come to their areas for the shit that they got in them areas to be something, they can't do nothing with you if you got a brain. Yeah, this is why they'll never be able to do nothing with me. Straight up. They'll never be able to do anything with me. Because I really don't have to come to your area for you to try to backdoor me and have a whole bunch of people. And you definitely ain't gonna come to my area with the shit, because you're gonna be out of bounds. So this is how they doing people in life. This is what they doing to people. They know people gotta go to these different areas to try to become something. And they get other broke bum ass niggas to plot on you. Manipulate them so that they can plot on you. See, I can do what I'm doing right here. Straight up. Exactly what I'm doing right here. It makes me a problem. I'm intelligent. And I'm about business. It makes me a problem. I ain't gotta put myself in that predicament. I ain't going to no party. You hear me? I don't want to be around a whole bunch of individuals. So it makes me a problem. Major problem. And I'm going to make sure I keep going hard in the paint. This is just the start, you know, non-stop. This is the start. I'm not looking to be on reality TV. I'm not looking to be in the videos. I'm not looking to be at the party. You know? Yeah, I ain't looking for that shit. I'm trying to do business. That's what is gonna make me a problem. I'm trying to do business. I'm trying to run my own shit. Yeah. I ain't looking to go to these parties to be friends with a bunch of snakes, backstabbers, robbers, extortionists. You know, this was going on though. You hear me? This was going on in these environments. Yeah. So, you know, the people that are trying to get involved in those type of things, they don't understand that. All they hear is when somebody say, yeah, come out here. Come on out here. You know, this is where you got to come at. These are all the vultures at. All the duck ass niggas that are looking to extort other individuals. That's where they at. Come on out here. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on out here. Yeah. Involving yourself around a whole bunch of people, and I'm gonna just say it real, niggas. You hear me? This shit don't happen with the white folks. Nah, it don't happen with white folks. You ain't gotta worry about that. It's with niggas. It's your own people. When you involve yourself with a whole bunch of niggas in their parties and shit like that, you gotta worry about your safety. Go somewhere where the white people at and they're having an event. You ain't gotta worry about your safety. It's with niggas. You gotta worry about your safety. You know? Cause you got the nigga in the club that's acting like he helping you. And then you got the broke nigga outside that's connected to the nigga in the club that the nigga in the club trying to line you up on. Shit just dirty. It's a dirty game, man. You know, you gotta have experience in life to understand it, though. You know, you really gotta have some experience to understand it. You know, because if you don't understand it, you're gonna walk right into the trap. That's why so many people walk into the traps. You know, just keeping it a buck. Yeah, so I did see Aaron the plumber respond. I seen him respond. And he responded about WACK, you know, and not wanting to do business with him. And, you know, Charleston White feeling some type of way because he didn't want to sign the contract. I'm telling you, this is how the game go. Man, they all snakes. All of them. You know, and, you know, I understand it. You know, and I, you know, listen to jokers before and, you know, I'll be like, okay, they making sense in a certain way and about certain things, but they all foul. Charleston White mad at the man because he don't want to sign a contract with WACK100. So now, you know, Charleston think about the money. You know, he willing to go do business with WACK and don't care about, you know, Aaron the plumber having a situation with WACK. He just wanting to sign the contract. Aaron the plumber say, I ain't doing it. I ain't signing no contract. I ain't doing none of that. Because I ain't dealing with WACK. See, if Aaron the plumber understood how the game went, right? He would have never went to Ray J's house. He would have never went to the party. But he didn't understand how the game went. He thought, I'm going to go to Ray J's house and it's all love. Man, ain't no love. Straight up, you got to be a snake. When you dealing with people in the industry, in that business, you got to be a snake. The snakes only respect the snakes after they clash. The snakes only respect the snakes after the clash. We see how many times WACK and Charleston went back and forth, right? You see Charleston go ham. WACK know he can't do nothing with Charleston. So what he do? Yo, I got a deal for us. Get Aaron the plumber to sign this contract, and we both gonna eat. Let's let bygones be bygones. It's the type of person WACK is. But if he can manipulate you and overpower you with manipulation, he gonna do it. That's what he gonna do. Straight up. It's a dirty game. You know. Make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. The real is always going to overpower the fake. You hear me? I'm just telling you. The real is going to always overpower the fake. What happens with the fake individuals that come around here, they always run off. They never make it. They always run off. Straight up. No, Charleston wasn't going to fight Aaron the plumber. He wanted Aaron the plumber to sign a contract to fight somebody else that WACK wanted him to fight. He was supposed to be the manager for Aaron the plumber. He wanted him to fight somebody that WACK wanted to set up, and he wanted to let WACK be part of the contract. So WACK was going to get a cut, and Charleston was going to get a cut. Aaron the plumber didn't go for it. Yeah, he like, nah, I ain't doing no business with WACK. But, you know, Aaron the plumber don't understand. He don't understand, you know, the game. And, you know, one thing I noticed, you know, the people that, you know, really don't understand nothing to do with a lot of this shit are the people that get the most light. You know, it's like the world gives them light and expect us to take advantage of them. Right? It's crazy. The world gives these certain individuals the light because they feel like they don't have any knowledge or understanding. It's expecting for these other people to take advantage of them. You know, someone like myself, right? I'm going to have to beat the door in until the door pops off the hinge. Because a nigga know they can't take advantage of me. So I'm going to have to keep knocking the door. I'm going to have to keep mule kicking this motherfucker. Right? Boom. Boom. Mule kicking this motherfucker to get it open. And I'm going to get it open eventually. But I got to keep mule kicking it. Because my views should be way more than they are. But I got to keep mule kicking this bitch to get it open. Now, if I was to let somebody take advantage of me, my shit would go through the roof. if I would turn into one of these sucker duck ass niggas, my shit would have been went through the roof. But I got a mule kick this motherfucker to get it open. And I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to definitely do it. The consistency going to do it. You know? Yeah. You know, I'm leery as hell about everything. Straight up. Yeah. Just keeping it a buck. I'm leery as hell about everything, man. It's a dirty game. Straight up. It's a dirty game. But I'm here for the run, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm here for it. I ain't going nowhere. I'm consistent with it. You know, we gonna keep grinding. The real recognize real. And you know, that's what I'm rocking with. The real ones. The Fufafi ones. Hey, man, you ain't gonna make it around me. You might try to come around. You gonna run yourself off, nigga. I'm a straight bull. And I know it. I'm a bull. I am a bull. And I know it, nigga. And shit them niggas be doing, nigga, I'm gonna crash all the way the fuck out. And I know this shit. You know? But my mind frame is letting me know how I have to deal with these motherfuckers. You know? My mind frame is telling me how I have to deal with this shit. You gotta play the game how they playing it. You play the game, you know, how they acting like they playing, or you gonna go to jail, nigga. Damn right. But you gonna win if you play the game how they playing the game. With your smarts and your understanding, play the game how they playing the game. And you gonna win like a motherfucker. Yeah. Straight up. This why, you know, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do nothing. I need to have the clearest mind ever. You hear me? I need to have the clearest mind ever. So I don't second guess myself. You know, I remember in my days when I used to smoke weed and shit, right? You know, I would handle business and, you know, do what I got to do and shit, right? But I'll be thinking, I'm thinking double. You know, now, you know, with a clear mind and shit like that, I know when I think about something and I put my head on, I'm like, okay, my shit clear. It ain't, should I do this? Should I not? Nah, okay. I might think about some things, revise it away or something, but I know, okay, I'm going at it. This is what it is. You know, I'm sure who I am. You know, I'm playing the game accordingly with these niggas. Yeah. Straight up. Playing it accordingly. You know. I'm usually, you know, a good judge of character with Fufafi people. You know, I'm usually a good judge of character. You know, anybody can change, but I'm usually a good judge of character. And you know, when I sense it, I know how to reroute facts. But it's a dirty game out there, man. Yeah. And I see what they doing. You know. You gotta be mindful who you surround yourself around, and the people that say they're gonna help you. You know, especially when it comes to business, because a lot of times when it comes to business, the people that saying they're gonna help you, they only helping you because they benefit. They're not helping you because they're genuine. They're helping you because they're benefiting. And a lot of times the benefit is to take advantage of you. It's not to, help you and help them. It's to help you to take advantage of you. It's how all these niggas is doing. Straight up, this is the game. They talk nice to you, and then it's to help you to take advantage of you. You like, damn, what type time is still growing? So, you gotta study some shit and pay attention at the same time, man. You know what I mean? And then I also noticed, right, that, some of these jokers that get taken advantage of, right? They try to do the same shit on other people. So once they got taken advantage of, they'll try to do the same shit on somebody else after they cry about it. Oh, this person took advantage of me. But they feel that the only way that, they can get right is they got to do it to somebody else. It's a lot of foo-fafi jokers, man. Yeah, a lot of them. Shout out to all y'all, though, that be rocking with SBGB TV, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, too. Hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate y'all. Big facts. Appreciate all y'all that be rocking with me. The real ones. You know what I mean? Even if you don't agree with what I say, don't turn coat on me now. Because we're not going to always agree on everything. But if you turn coat on me and shit, and I see it, I never look at you the same again. Don't turn coat on me. If you solid, you rock with me, rock with me. You ain't gotta agree. We don't always have to agree. But wishy-washy, I'd never get you, solid with me. Straight up. Wishy-washy people, you go ahead and get washed up with that shit. And that's a fact. Real shit. Always be me. You know what I mean? Always be me, though. And I know eventually we gonna be big on this joint. I know we making noise now, but eventually we gonna be definitely big on this joint. I already know. And the people that been rocking me, y'all should know too. We gonna be big. Everything a nigga do, nigga do it big. You hear me? Straight up. Everything a nigga do, I do it real B.I.G. Everything. Word. Nigga come from the street. Really done cleared my mind. Like, and been delivered. I used to always try to tell myself though, like, man, Right? Cause I'm one hustling motherfucker. Right? I'm one hustling motherfucker. And I used to always tell myself, man, it's another hustle I can do. You hear me? It gotta be. You know, y'all see how I hustle on here? The same way on the street. And this is no cap. This is why I know these niggas can't fuck with me. I'm the same exact way on the street. The way I hustle on here is the same way I hustle on the street. Nigga, I'm overtime with it. I'm thinking. I'm grinding. I'm putting it together. I'm going for the next step. I'm looking at the elevation. Straight up. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm the same exact way on the street. This is just how I do. And I told myself with this shit. I said, man, I'm going to put that motherfucking street hustle on this motherfucker. I know what it's going to do. It's going to take some time. Because I remember it. Starting out with $50. You hear me? I remember starting out with $50. Hype. And then going to a whole nother level. So I know what the fuck I'm going to do with this. Sit here and think about this shit. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Straight up. Everybody can be silent. I know they all paying attention. Everybody can be silent. I know they all paying attention. Straight up. I'm the type of person, I don't be forgetting shit though. I don't forget nothing. You hear me? This shit right here, the people that rock with me, shit, man, I appreciate y'all. Facts. I appreciate the fuck out of y'all. I don't forget shit. And that's a fact. Appreciative of that shit, man. You know, I'm real appreciative. The people that rock with me, that have gravitated to me. You know, straight up. That understand that, you know, I ain't had to come on here and be foo-faffy to build the audience and the people that rock with me. You know, because a lot of these jokers, they got to come on here and be foo-faffy to do that shit. I ain't had to do that shit. Straight up. I'm just being me. That's why this shit feels so good to me. I know I'm a loner. I know this. I know I don't like being around people. I know this shit. I know I like being to myself. I done the clubs. I done a lot of shit in the street and traveled. Done a lot of shit. I ain't done traveling. But I done a lot of shit. And I like being by myself. I enjoy that shit. You know? Give me a peace of mind. Word. I'm saying? Give me that time to reflect. You know, when I sat in jail for them years and shit, and I seen how when you go to jail, everybody disappear and shit like that. This shit right here ain't nothing to be hanging out with yourself. Cause when you in jail and everybody leave you and shit like that, they take your shit, they don't care about you. That shit hit different. That shit hit different. So I don't mind, being in this zone. Straight up. Peace of mind. And I'm working on something every day. Working on this shit every day. Every day. I told y'all, I used to, wonder what the fuck can I do that I can grind and put that work in besides the streets. Know it's some other shit I can do. Gotta be. How the hell did I have to be so good at this shit? Bam. YouTube. God damn. YouTube. Wow. Damn. Nigga like me on YouTube. Yeah. Like no cap. When niggas that I know used to, rap and do rap videos and shit, man, I wouldn't be in their videos or none of that shit. All I would think about is like indictments and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, I'm not getting in your video, nigga. Hell no. You're not putting my car in your video. None of that shit. Now I'm a YouTuber. Ain't that some shit? I'm a YouTuber. Crazy. Damn YouTuber. And I like it though. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why I'm ready for any of the smoke that I wanna, deal with. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anybody talking about me, that shit don't mean nothing to me. I'm working on something, real important for myself. Hopefully, next year that shit go through for me. Oh, if that go through for me. Oh, man. I'm a law-abiding citizen. You ain't got to worry about me doing shit. That go through for me. Oh, man. That shit gonna feel different. And I know it's gonna go through. I know it's gonna go through. Eventually. That shit gonna feel different. Especially knowing what I came from. Nigga been through so much shit, man. This shit feel like real good. Be able to talk positive. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been running around the streets negative. Always on go. You hear me? Always gotta be with the shit. Now I can talk positive, and be in my own zone. And anything that I feel is gonna, take me out of that zone, I can remove it. Yo, go ahead. I don't care about none of that. Who say what, when, why, where, what. I don't care. I can remove it. Get you up out of here. Because I got peace. Straight up. I got peace, man. I said, shit, I'm in my 40s. And all this shit I done been through, I'm in my 40s, man. I'm in my 40s and I get to do what I want to do in my zone. You hear me? Shit I've been through and shit. I can jump in the foreign when I want. Crib to myself. Like, and I get to enjoy this motherfucker. I get to enjoy my crib the way I want to. Straight up. I eliminated, you know, a lot of things that was weighing on me. Like real shit. I done eliminated so many things that was weighing on me, and eliminated shit that wasn't needed. Like shit. I really feel good. You hear me? I feel good. And it's like I'm setting this shit where it's though, and where it's going like all fall in place. Like at one point in my life, right? I was like, chasing, the money different to build. So it's like I'm chasing, I'm in the street, I'm trying to build. It's like now I'm just in my zone, just trying to, build. But it's like a different, this shit like it's shit different, man. Especially when you've experienced like so much different shit. This shit hit different. This shit hit different. Yeah. Shit hit different, man. Shit hit different. Yeah. I be thinking about this shit like some years ago. I had to talk to myself and shit, right? And tell myself, nah, it's gonna be all right. Everything gonna get together, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm at war with shit. I got legal shit, right? I'm like, hold up. Motherfucker, nah, I can't lose the crib. Hold up, nigga. I can't lose this. Hell no. I'm ready to snap out. I'm like, nah, hold up, Deezy. Everything gonna get back. I had to tell myself, word. Ready snap. Like, ready snap. And one thing about Deezy, I ain't doing shit to myself. I ain't doing nothing to me. Straight up. If I'm a snap, I'm a snap. I ain't doing nothing to myself at all. But I had to tell myself, like, hold up. Everything gonna get back, nigga. Cause you know how to do this. You know how to do it. You gonna work through it. All situations. Don't worry about it, nigga. You gonna get it back. You gonna get it together. It's gonna work out, right? And when I said that, right, and I really put that shit in my brain, everything started forming back in order for me. And it formed in order for me in a peaceful way. I'm like, damn, nigga, this shit like peaceful. Now I got my shit set where as though I understand, nah, don't take on too much. Don't do it, Because at one point I was taking on a lot. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do this. I want to, show like I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And now I'm just peaceful. I want to go out, man. I'm ready to go buy this crib right now. I'm ready to go do this. I'm ready to go do this. Yeah, I got this over here. I'm eating into this. But a nigga was miserable than a motherfucker. Straight up. Nigga was miserable. I'm like, damn. Now, man, I'm just happy as a motherfucker. Real shit. I'm sitting here happy than a motherfucker. It should be unreal. It should be unreal, man. Yeah. Just keeping it a buck though, man. And I appreciate all of y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, that rock with SBGB TV, man. You know, just keeping it a buck. You know, shout out to all y'all, man. Yeah, we got Wack on this joint. His pop. You know, Wack pop. I know Wack gonna cuss his pop out though. Damn right he gonna cuss his pop out. Yeah. Yeah, he gonna cuss his pop out and they gonna be sick. Yo, man, this nigga, my op. Yeah, I ain't your op, nigga. I'm just exposing you, nigga. We ain't no ops, nigga. It's the internet, nigga. You hear me? You run around this motherfucker like you run the internet. You know. But, you know, this is what, you know, I see that people that really didn't have nothing in life, you know, this is a goal for Wack to like run the internet with manipulation. That's a goal for him. He don't want to, you know, build his channel and his platform, the 100 Show up to be a company. His goal is to run the internet with manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Shout out to all y'all. You too much. Yeah, his goal is to run the internet with manipulation and shit, nigga. The fuck is you gonna do? RM, that damn criminal enterprise is definitely going down. Straight up. Yeah, it does make sense now. Wack was passed around like a basketball. You know, and he feels some tight way about that shit. $1.60 off an ounce is diabolical. I ain't gonna lie. Wack gonna cuss his daddy out 100 nights. You know it. Miss Mary. Salute, Miss Mary. What's happening? Yeah, Pops really didn't say nothing that bad about him, but basically he ain't who he say he is. He a nice nigga. Yeah. Basically, that's what he said. He putting on an act. You know, he putting on an act because, you know, he want to be a gangster. He want to be a part of something. You know, nigga want to fit in. You know, them type of people that really like want to fit in to that gangster life, but really, nigga, you could have been something else. But you wanted to fit in with the gangster life and you look corny at doing it. You know, Wack's dad don't even know who Wack is. Yeah, we can tell that. You know, we can tell that. Yeah, we can tell that. He said he only knows him as Cash. Yeah, we can see that. That's all he know about too. Yeah, I call him Cash. Y'all call him Wack. He said, yo, Pops, you dumb. Why you doing interviews with just anybody? Don't you know I'm a celebrity? You fucked me up, Pops. Wack mother didn't want him. That's why he hates women. Yeah. And we can see that. Wack mom didn't want him. That's why he hate women. Yeah. He definitely has a great level of hate. Like, he don't like no women. None. Yeah, you can see that. The pop said he had it. You can tell that's his pop. They both dance around questions. Yeah. And that's why he don't go see her either. Yup. Yeah, that's why he don't go see her. Yeah. You said, laugh out loud. Pops ain't a nice ninja. He fell in the character like whack. Facts, Deezy, straight up. 100. He's hell when he got. Hold up. I missed that part. He said, it's hell when you got shit you can lose. Yeah. Facts. That's why when Wack talk about people, he say, F your mama. We don't do that as adults. Yeah, he go hard, don't he? Bless Naja Beauty. I appreciate you, baby. So proud of you, Deezy. Keep shining. I really appreciate you, Bless Naja Beauty. That's a fact. Pop's getting taken care of by the 86-year-old. She 83. Wack got mommy issues. Damn. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. And you can tell from the way that how disrespectful he is with, the women. Cause he go hard. Like a whole nother level of disrespect. Some shit that, be uncalled for. But he feel like it's justifiable for him to, go that hard. It's like, come on, bro. She ain't do that much to you. God damn. You can be upset at her, but she ain't do that much. The way you talking to her and the way you saying the things you said, it's like she stole everything out your damn bank account. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you talk to him. Straight goofy shit. A real rap. Yeah. This was a good live though. Facts. This is a good live. Good conversation, man. I like having that real dialogue. For real, for real. Real rap. Three Finger Paru clearly got issues. Major issues too. The Three Finger Paru got major issues. She said it. She'll end up stinking somewhere. Whack a shame he has a mother that's institutionalized. Yeah. We know why Whack was in the diaper company. Pastor put 2 diapers on him. Shit. Shitty butt. Yeah. Straight up. Brilliant live. Wide folk. Yo. Yeah, Whack, go see your mom one time, Whack. You go up there and see her, dog. Go check her out, man. You don't want to go see her. He had his mother institutionalized. Yeah. Dirty individual. Great live. Great interview, Deezy. Appreciate that too much. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one, though. That definitely was a good one. I'm gonna drop it by itself as well. He said Pastor Joe probably drove Mama Wack crazy. He said, "Oh, Paru, I don't want to go see that lady. She left me in juvenile corrections." He said he mad at her about that. Wack said he ran his first run of diapers and they was leaking on the side. He was talking about when his daddy did to him. R&B is catching hell for full of hatred. You know it. Yeah, you know it. Yeah. On schoolyard. On schoolyard. Whacking them in here right now. Him and R&B. Oh yeah. Hey, run the table. You know it. You know they watching Run the Table. You better know it. You better know it. But you hear his pop. He said he don't talk to R&B though. On the last joint, when he did the No Jumper, he said, yeah, he talked to R&B all the time. Wax said, yeah, he talked to R&B all the time. And the pop said, man, I don't talk no R&B at all. We ain't got nothing to talk about. We know you watching, Bozo. Put some pants on and hit that like button. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he was like, yo, he talked to R&B all the time. And we already knew because of the way the interview on No Jumper didn't go the way he wanted to go, that he wasn't going to spend Thanksgiving with the pop. We knew that. Straight up. Yeah, listen, he ain't say the right stuff on No Jumper. Wack is punching the air right now. You already know it. Straight up. R&B is a cover-up relationship for Kim. Kim got sick of the lies like Sharice Mills. And that's what happened. That's definitely what happened. Kim definitely got sick and tired of Wack's lies. R&B ain't get there yet. She's adapting to him right now. But she didn't get to that point yet. And Sharice definitely got tired. Yeah. She like, man, I'm done with this guy. Pops don't talk to R&B because they used to run the same pastor scam. He said maybe next Thanksgiving. It's a possibility. Yeah. It's a possibility. Yeah. Wack missing Kim like Pops missing his first wife. R&B a pastor, but Kim got the sense God gave her. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Great live, man. And I appreciate y'all. Smash that like button. I'm gonna drop the interview by itself at 5 o'clock a.m. West Coast time, 8 o'clock a.m. East Coast time. So I'm gonna drop the interview in a couple hours. Man, I appreciate it if y'all, when I drop it, smash that like button. You know, all of y'all, I'd appreciate it. Everybody watching the channel, when I drop the interview, hit that like button. Even if you don't rewatch it, hit the like button and share it. You know, and hype it up too. Yeah, hit that hype button. You know, when I drop the interview, I'm gonna drop it in a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? Drop that joint right by itself. You know, 8 o'clock. So I definitely appreciate it if y'all share it so we can get it out of there. You know, Miranda, appreciate that. Good live tonight. Ack and Adams chat gonna have some questions. Yeah. I know Ack and Adam definitely gonna see this video when we drop it. I'm sure they seen the live too. I know they're gonna see the video when we drop it. And I wonder if they're gonna say anything about it. Yeah. Straight up. He said WACK gonna say this ain't his pop now. Yeah, we ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't going for that. All right, Pitbull, good night. Yeah, we ain't going for that. Nah, that ain't working. Hell nah. Nigga, that's your pop, nigga. We ain't going for that one. That's your pop, nigga. Yeah. Pop said he used to move 30 kilos in the morning, 30 kilos of weed at night. He made $650 in the morning and $650 at night. Okay. Okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know. Okay. You said when WACK catches you at the squabble to the knockout. WACK is not squabbling nobody, man. WACK is not going to squabble nobody, man. Nobody. He doesn't do that, man. He don't squabble nobody, man. Yeah. You know, WACK said a fair rumble to him is 2-on-1. They let me know you ain't squabbling nobody. You know, I done already told y'all the story that I was out with my uncle. And I told my uncle, man, we not jumping on nobody. I'm like all for a head up. I'm like, I want to get down. Like, you know, like if I got that type of, you know, friction with somebody, I'm all for a head up. You know, like I'm for that. You know, these niggas they want to jump on people and shit like that. And, you know, I know in my time growing up, you can have a head up with a nigga every time you see him. You know, these niggas be talking about running 4 fades and shit like that, 5, 6 fades. Anybody that runs multiple fades back to back is gonna be tired when they get to the damn last fade. That shit is goofy. It's like certain things, it's like, that shit's goofy. If you gonna run a fade one day and then run a fade the next day, that's different. Anybody running fades back to back, of course they're gonna be damn tired. You know, straight up. Yeah. The last thing WACK fought was COVID. That's it. Yeah. He ain't giving no damn fade at all. At all. At all, man. Dudes be fool faffy. You know. We were talking about on WACK. See, WACK is not going to do that, man. WACK is playing the police game. If a joker tell WACK, hey, WACK, we can do this fight for 2 million, right? WACK gonna say 2 million, man. We gotta get 4. Man, we get 4, then we might can do something. The person can tell WACK, all right, let's do the fight for 4 million. WACK gonna say 4 million, man. We gotta do the fight for 6. Ain't no way we can do it for 4. Well, you just said we can do it for 4, WACK. Nah, I think the fight worth 6. Then the nigga can say, all right, WACK, we can do it for 6. 6 million? Nah. We need 10 million. Ain't no way. This nigga go all the way in the hundreds of millions and do the same thing all the way out. That nigga would never say, you can even skip. So WACK can say straight like this, right? You can say, hey, WACK, all right, let's do the fight for 20 million, right? WACK could come back and say, man, we need 25, right? You can come back and say, all right, WACK, let's do the fight for 50 million. After he just said 25, right? You can come back and say, let's do the fight for 50 million. WACK can say, man, we need 100. So we never can come to a common ground for this bet. It's always got to go up. Come on now. And if y'all notice, right? On No Jumper, Adam didn't say anything about that $1,000 WACK owes him. Straight up. He had to let that one go. Straight up. WACK owed him $1,000. He had to let it go. Damn. Because he know damn well WACK ain't going to pay. So he just had to say, let me just chalk this shit up, man. WACK ain't paying. WACK ain't paying nobody. All his bets, he renege on. All of them. Yeah. Straight up. I remember, when I was in jail, right? I was gambling and shit, right? And we was playing handball. Your boy Deezy was a monster at handball. When I was in jail, that's all I used to do is play handball. And I go ham. I get down there and hit that joint. Going hard in the paint with the handball. And, this nigga I was betting, right? It was only a couple dollars. I beat him. The nigga told me I was beat. The nigga said I was beat. It was the principal. I told nigga, come on in the TV room, man. You hear me? Come on in the TV room. We gotta talk about this. Then I went in the TV room. I beat the shit out the nigga. Straight up. Beat the shit out the nigga. I beat the nigga till my hands start hurting. Straight up. My fucking hands start hurting. This nigga had 2 black eyes. He ain't come out of his room for a couple days. They bring the nigga food and shit like that. Niggas be ass betting, man. I be having to tell myself, with certain shit, man, let me calm down while I get myself in a problem. Like, I'll be really having to talk to myself. You know what I'm saying? He said WACK owes 101,000. He's a Dalmatian. I be having to talk to myself, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. Yeah. He definitely gonna say, look at my text. Pop told me he was doing this interview. LOL. Yo, hey, yo, run the table. That sound like him too. Wack gonna say, yo, he told me he was doing that interview. Wack needs to be investigated. Yes, a RM. He definitely needs to be investigated, bro. I would agree. He needs that. I would agree. I told my pops to go on SBGB TV. Maybe you'll win some new church members. I can picture him saying that too. Straight up. I can really picture him saying that. Facts. You know, Wack gonna come up with any story. Yeah. See, Adam, look at my text. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that shit though. Real shit. I definitely can see that shit. Axe R&B. Yeah. After Pop said, man, no, I don't talk to R&B. Pop said it. He don't even talk to R&B. Shit crazy. Yeah, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man. If you're a member of the channel, put a one in the chat and shout out to all the members. Wack gonna call QCP and confirm the play. Yeah, goddamn Deezy. It is crazy. He gonna say that SBGB TV got my daughter's number. Yeah, Favors Live, Blue Chicken, C Brown, Miranda. Yeah, that's his favorite line, ain't it? Run the table, Mr. Goddamn, Latrice, LaPortia. Man, shout out to all y'all that be rocking with SBGB TV. Jam Meeks. Yeah, man. You know, man, we appreciate y'all rocking with SBGB TV. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Smash the like button. Wab phone. Yeah. And look out for the interview dropping, man. If you catch the interview later on in the morning, when you wake up, you go to sleep, smash that like button and share that joint. When I go ahead and drop it, smash that like button and share it. You know, Deezy, you work security for Whack Daughter too. I guess that what he gonna say, huh? Yeah. Trees, you know we cooking, baby. And facts, we ain't playing no games. We locked in. Yeah, we locked all the way in. That's a fact. Non-stop. But smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know, go check out the merch, sbgbtv.com. If you want us to promote anything for you, email me at sbgbtv@gmail.com. If you would like to become a member, it's pinned at the top of the chat. You know, you can become a member for only $3.99. It's light work. You know, shout out to all y'all that would, you know, became a member today. Everybody that, you know, has donated to the channel. Shout out to all of y'all, man. You hear me? JR Gets Bread, Mr. Goddamn, LaPortia. Shout out to Frank Hill, RM, for the memberships. RM, you got 10 months. The membership, shout out to you, brother. Facts. Blessed Niger Beauty. Appreciate you. You know, and I appreciate all of y'all that rock with SBGB TV. And that's a fact, man. And we gonna keep grinding non-stop. You know, we gonna keep grinding non-stop. The grind don't stop. Bless Naja Beauty. Yeah. Hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Become a member. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah. Facts, man. And we going up. You know. Appreciate y'all, man. Hit that like button, subscribe button, man. Y'all are the truth. Everybody that rock with SBGB TV, y'all the truth. I appreciate all y'all that support the channel. And that's a fact. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and be on the lookout for the interview to drop. Y'all know what it is. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now. Yes, sir. I see him try to line him up. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I see him try to line him up. Yeah, you know, that's what he do. Dirty individual. Yeah, dirty individual, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now.